Okay, so get this. Right now, there's an object from another star, and it's hurtling towards Jupiter. But the incredible part isn't just where it's from, it's where it's going. It's on a path that is so ridiculously precise, it almost seems like it was aimed. It seems to defy the randomness of the universe.
And this is the number that has scientists just buzzing, 0.2%. That is the razor-thin margin of error for this interstellar object, which is called 3I Atlas, to hit the exact edge of Jupiter's gravitational influence. I mean, we're talking about a target millions of kilometers wide, and it's hitting a bullseye. It's just staggering.
So, this leads us to the huge question we're going to unpack here. Is this just a freak, 1 in a billion cosmic coincidence, a lucky shot? Or does this impossible precision point to something else, something we don't yet understand?
To even begin to answer that, we first have to wrap our heads around the scale of this thing. So let's break down exactly what this cosmic bullseye is and just how incredible this shot really is.
Look at these numbers. The target, Jupiter's Hill radius, is this invisible gravitational bubble that's 53.5 million kilometers across. 3I/Atlas is on track to cross it at 53.4 million kilometers. That gap, less than 100,000 kilometers, it's basically nothing on a cosmic scale. It is a direct hit on a target you can't even see.
So, to really appreciate why this is such a big deal, we need to get to know the two main players in this cosmic drama. On one side, you've got this mysterious visitor from deep space, and on the other, the absolute monster it's about to meet.
First off, 3I/Atlas is an interstellar object. That means it's a true alien, an interloper from a whole other star system. And you know, this isn't just any comet. It is only the third confirmed visitor of its kind that we've ever been able to track. That makes it incredibly rare, and any information we get from it is just priceless.
And its target? Jupiter's helioradius. The best way to think about this is like a gravitational watershed. It's the point of no return where Jupiter's gravity completely overpowers the sun's. Anything that crosses this line gets caught. Jupiter can grab it, fling it into a new orbit, or just kick it out of the solar system entirely. It's the border of Jupiter's kingdom.
Now, all of this sounds like a pretty wild coincidence, right? But the story gets so much stranger when you find out how 3I/Atlas ended up on this path in the first place, because you see, it wasn't always aimed at Jupiter. So when this thing first entered our solar system, its path was honestly pretty unremarkable. But then in October of 2025, it made its closest pass by the sun, what we call perihelion, and something happened. After getting blasted by all that heat, it came out the other side on this new, impossibly perfect trajectory.
So what caused that change? A process called outgassing. As the sun baked the comet, jets of gas and dust just erupted from its surface, giving it these tiny little pushes. Now, this is totally normal for comets. What is not normal is for that random, chaotic sputtering to be so perfectly aimed that it sends the comet on a collision course with an invisible boundary millions of kilometers away.
Okay, so a random push sends an interstellar object on a bullseye course. How do we explain that? Well, right now the scientific community is kind of split, and they're debating three main theories to try and make sense of what we're all seeing.
Okay, so the first theory, and probably the simplest, is that this is just a wild, extraordinary coincidence. The second one suggests that maybe our understanding is incomplete, that there's some kind of undiscovered physics at play that we just don't know about yet. And then there's the third one, the most controversial idea, that this course correction wasn't random at all.
Now that coincidence argument gets a little tricky for some scientists when you think about our tiny sample size here. We've only ever confirmed 3 interstellar visitors. The first one, Oumuamua, was also super weird. The second, 2I Borisov, acted like a normal comet, and now this one, 3I Atlas, is acting really, really weird. So with 2 out of 3 showing anomalous behavior, just saying it's a coincidence starts to feel a little less satisfying, you know?
And this is the context for those more out there ideas. As Harvard astrophysicist Avi Loeb says, this kind of precision, it demands we take a closer look. The argument isn't that it is an alien probe, but that we'd be foolish to just dismiss the possibility without even looking at the data first.
Which brings us to the most exciting part of this whole story, the finale. This isn't just some abstract debate. We are right on the verge of getting real, hard answers, as actual observation gets ready to take over from all the speculation. So go ahead and mark your calendars. March 16th, 2026. That is the day 3I/Atlas makes its closest approach to Jupiter. That is when we're going to see what really happens when it crosses that invisible line.
And you can bet we'll be watching. Spacecraft like Juno are already there, and they'll be watching its every move. They'll be looking for any tiny wobble in its path that can't be explained by gravity, any weird flashes of light or strange gases, or any hint that it might be actively stabilizing itself. Every single bit of data is a clue in this incredible cosmic mystery.
So that's really what this all comes down to. We're on the brink of a major cosmic event. The encounter in March is either going to prove that this whole thing was just a fantastic natural fluke, or it's going to throw open the door to a completely new and profound mystery about what else might be traveling between the stars. Either way, we are about to learn something absolutely incredible.